Howdy, everybody. It's your pal Misty. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. It is Tuesday night, and I am going to attempt to do a little bit of a live stream. It is a downpour outside. Like, we're under a severe wind advisory, a storm advisory. I don't know. I just got a lot of advisories before this live stream. I'm currently live and have power. So I'm going to try to talk for a minute so that uh, I can hear all the rain outside. You know what? Let me close this window. Hey, everybody. Oh, can y'all see Ruby back there? Ruby's sitting behind me. We're just going to close this shade, not only so that I won't be distracted, but it's best to have it closed. Hello, how are y'all this evening? If for any reason this live stream abruptly ends, I'm sorry. If you don't know, my apartments are notorious for losing power, especially in storms, but more often once the storm is over for whatever reason. But really high winds will often take out our power. So if I lose connection, I'm sorry. But hello, thank you for being here. Check into the chat. Hey, Chris, any plans for Halloween? First off, Chris, I just sent you an email because I'm the worst and I'm sorry. I don't mean to be the worst, but I am honest when I am, and I am the worst. I saw my message to send you my information when I sat down for this live stream, so check the email. I sent you my information so that I'm still not good at communication, but I did it. You have it. We'll see how I do. Oh, Mary, you're on your way home before it hits again. It is, I mean, when I'm saying it is pouring rain, like, I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. I don't think so because this microphone is pretty good about just picking me up, but it's a pretty good microphone. So I'm sure if I put you close to the window, you could probably hear it. But yeah, it is pouring down rain and we have heavy winds. I don't know why. And then it's supposed to be cold, like for the first time. So I'm kind of like cold, and by cold I mean like 40 something. For Texas, that's cold. And this morning it was 70 degrees. So a drop of 30 degrees in one day, that's a lot. I am assuming this rain, Mary, can you correct my assumption or confirm that it is correct? I assume this storm is what is going to bring in the cold. Chris said hello to Mary. It sounds a little bit crazy. It's making me. The dogs are fine. Ruby's not in my chair because of the storm. She's in the chair because she has the high ground, which only like those of you who've ever visited me in person kind of know what that means. But that's what I say. The game that my dogs play is what you can't see is Barnum is down, Ruby is up. So Ruby currently has the high ground, which means she is winning. What is she winning? Only they know. I have yet to figure it out, but they both want the high ground, and she won it. And so she's currently sitting in my chair with me because she's the winner. I don't know. They're so special. They're not scared of storms. If anything, Ruby gets angry at storms, thunder specifically. If it's just raining like right now, it was thundering loud earlier. Like it was thunder and shaking the apartment thunder, zero rain. Now, copious amounts of rain, zero thunder. So anyway, River gets real mad at thunder, but neither one of them are scared of storms. But if it does do anything, it gives them the zoomies. Anybody else dog get the zoomies from the storm? I don't know. I don't know why, but like they were just running around playing before this started, and Ruby got the high ground, hence her being in the chair. Well, hello, stranger. Yeah, so I'm sorry, I can't stop talking about the weather because it's crazy how much it's raining right now. But it's so good to see you, Gina. I'm so happy you're here. You're always right on time, even if you miss a couple times. That's fine. It happens to the best of us. Even me, I missed last week. We'll talk about that in just a second. Hey, Denise. Denise be crushing it, y'all. If y'all are not already following her, start now because it's never too late to start following somebody who can inspire you to do great things. Let's see. Chris says they're expecting heavy rain there in Rhode Island on Thursday. Yeah, I honestly did not know we were expecting rain this evening until I started getting the alerts. I knew it was going to be cold, but I did not know that it was going to be a bad storm. Uh, but I told myself, if I have power, I'm not canceling because I canceled last week. Let's see, everybody saying, ha ha ha. Oh, Gina says she can't believe she actually made it. Well, it's also hard when the host of the live stream continues to change the day it's on. Let's try Saturday. Let's try Monday. Let's try Friday. Let's try Tuesday. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure my life out. And none of the schedules really seem to work. And then, so let's get caught up. So then 2 weeks ago, was that the one where I was exhausted? I think so. Yeah, because that feels right. Because I've been getting better sleep. And I don't even know if y'all could actually tell how tired I was on the last live stream. I feel like it was blatantly obvious, but it might not have been. But I do feel much better now. I'm still allergic to Texas. And the pine needles are the bane of my. They get all through the gym too. And I do 100 squats a day, picking up pine needles and little bitty pieces of paper. I'm not complaining about having to pick up little pieces of paper. I hate pine needles. They get in everything. Don't be distracted by pine needles. What am I talking about? Recap. So I was exhausted. I was not sleeping well. I don't know what happened. I still can't figure it out. Unless it was just that, as we talked about, that I was pushing my body too hard. So I backed off. I've restarted my 100-mile. We're still planning on, hopefully y'all will be there while I do it. So we're still planning on doing a 100-mile bike ride. Just our training ramp is going to be slower. So my goal is to do it before July of next year, before my birthday, basically, because I want to say I rode 100 miles when I was 50. So I'll keep y'all posted as we go there. Let's see. Oh, Mary says I got hit about 4 and it's coming back around. Yeah, I honestly did not know it was going to rain today. I had no idea. I just knew that it was going to get colder tomorrow because they were talking about it. So that's all I know. And that it is pouring down rain right now. I'm sure it won't last for very long, but actually I'm not sure. Maybe it may last for a long time. I don't think so though, based on the times that they gave for the weather alerts. But anyway, so yeah, I was real tired, was not sleeping. I'm pretty sure it was because I pushed my body too hard. And so I've rested and then restarted, and that so far has been good. What else has happened since I talked to y'all? Well, so last week, well, it's not funny, but in hindsight, it is kind of funny. So last week on Thursday would have been the anniversary of my daddy passing. And I hadn't consciously realized that until like a few days before. But again, looking back, it was kind of funny because on Monday, I was so cranky at work, like even at work, like I was fine but with the rest of the coworkers, everything was setting me off. Everything was making me frustrated and angry. And I just kept I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's probably just because I've been having trouble sleeping and maybe I'm not on my A game, but my emotions are all over the place right now. And I'm just an old lady. So I'm sorry. Give me a minute. I'll be fine. Let me walk away for a second. And then later that day, I realized, I was like, oh, dang it. Your body felt the sadness before your brain figured it out. So I just kind of disconnected from everybody and everything. And then I was going to do a live stream and I just didn't really want to. So I didn't do one because I didn't have anything I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to be and exist and think about my daddy and listen to his music and stuff like that. So that's what I did. It was a good week. I needed a week more by myself than so much talking to people, which I go through those phases. If you know me, you know. If you've been following me a while, you even know because I just will stop posting stuff. It sounds like it's starting to die down a little bit. Sorry, I just like the downpour just kind of stopped. Anyway, so The new training is going well. It's really only been last week and then yesterday. And then I'll ride again tomorrow. And then it's Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. I think I've said that before, but that part of the plan has not changed. I still do my training, my ride training on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And currently it is my primary source of cardio. And then I do strength training with Kirsten in the afternoons on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then I do Thursday mornings and Friday mornings with her as well. Typically, you'll probably never see this, coach, and I love you, but she's going to Aggie Land. And she's like, can you cover? I was like, I don't know if I want to if you're going to Aggie Land, but I will. So I'm going to leave Fit Squad this weekend. I'm actually really excited about it. I like leading the workouts. For Texas A&M is the Aggies, and we don't like them. I went to the University of Texas, so I'm a Longhorn through and through. I bleed burnt orange, and Aggies are dumb. Sorry if you're an Aggie. I'll still like you. I just will question your choices. It's really not that serious, but rivalry. They're fun. Anyway, so I won't actually be doing Thursday afternoon or Friday morning with her this week. So I guess, that's why I said primary form of cardio. I do kickboxing with her on Fridays, and then I go to the gym and ride. So that is also cardio, but my primary source is the riding. So I've been sleeping better. It was funny. My recovery scores were up, my sleep scores were up, and my movement scores were down. I'm like, yeah, that's because I was resting. Thanks, it worked. So all of my numbers are coming kind of back into alignment. I'm back to being so I have the Ultra Human Ring, and one of the things that it does is it gives you your ultra age. And so it scores a whole bunch of the different data points to determine what your ultra age is. And then it also has a cardiovascular age. So my cardiovascular age is normally around 43 or 44, which I feel like that's great because I'm 50. So I feel like that, I must be doing something right. How they calculate it, I don't actually know or care or really think about it too much. But the stupid ultra age, I keep being older than me, and it's been irritating me. And I'm 50 again. So I was happy about that. It's the little things sometimes. And getting my ultra age back to 50 made me happy. Let's see. Gina says she has a pine tree in her yard. Nothing more ouchy than stepping on pine needle hiding in the carpet. They get everywhere. Why does one pine tree have to have 1 million pine needles? How many do they have? Hundreds of thousands of them within a 10-foot radius, I feel like, because I'll be walking the dogs. Now, it does kind of make me giggle a little bit. I'm not going to lie, especially at 2:30 in the morning on a Monday when we all are confused as to why we're even walking that early. But we have to because got to be at work by 3:30. Anyway, it wasn't this Monday. It must have been last Monday. But I remember it was Monday because it was stupid early in the morning. And I was walking and I noticed that Ruby started limping. And I'm like, uh-oh, what is happening? Why are you limping? What do we do? Well, we're just on a walk. You didn't make a noise. You did. And then so I shine my phone. And then I can see she got a pine needle stuck between her toes, and she can't. It happens a lot, but it was really particularly funny that morning because for whatever reason, it normally happens to Barnum. It doesn't normally happen to Ruby, but Ruby was the one, and the way she was walking it was making me laugh. But because I was like, she's not acting like she's hurt. Why is she walking crazy? She had pine needles. I park in covered parking. I park under covered parking. I have covered parking. What? Anyway, my car is under a shelter. That's what I'm trying to get at. It still gets pine needles in it. Why? How? Why come? What? Once a week, I open my hood and clear out pine needles. They are everywhere. You know what else? Pine trees are beautiful. I love them. They're so big around, and that bark is so thick and sturdy. I love a pine tree. I hate the pine needles and the pine cones, especially the unopened ones. Have you ever been hit in the head by an unopened pine cone because your dogs are dumb and they bark at all the squirrels and squirrels are mean and throw pine cones at you? It hurts. That's what I'm saying about that. We're off the rails tonight. What? Oh, it felt like I felt another surge of it go down. So now I think we're down to a drizzle. I can just barely hear the rain. Okay, sorry. Let me Hey, Jocelyn made it to a live stream too. Happy Tuesday. Yes, Chris, we have to set our clock back an hour this Sunday. It was funny. I don't think I talked about this. I don't remember if it was before or after my last live stream, but it was one of the mornings that I opened. It wasn't the super early morning. It was the Sunday. So it was a 5:30 for me start shift. And then I opened the gym at 6:00. And then at 6:05, nobody was there. And I was like, that's really weird. Because, like, when I tell you I open the gym at a time, there's normally like 3 or 4 people waiting at the door for me to open. Like, they greet me at the door. Like, I can name like 6 people that will greet me at the door occasionally throughout the week. When I open, they're regulars. They're there on time every time. And they waited for me to open it. 6:00, nobody there. 6:05, nobody there. So I'm like, well, I'm going to sit down. So I sat down at one of our tables because we don't sit down. And why not? And then it was 6:10. And I was like, did the time change and nobody tell me? I was really worried, Chris. I was like, people always tell me when the time changes because they know I don't be paying attention. And they know that I'm never going to notice the time change. Nope. I looked it up. It is, in fact, this weekend. You are correct. And that means I get extra sleep. Extra sleep. I saw one of the members I hadn't seen in a while, and he was like, why are you here so late? It was like 12:58. I was like, well, I'll leave in 2 minutes. I was like, today's my late shift. It's really not. Saturday's my latest shift. I work till either 2 or 3 o'clock on Saturdays because I train on that day, so I work a little bit later. Otherwise, my latest end time is 2 o'clock normally on Sundays. So, I mean, it's not bad when you end your shift between 11 o'clock and 2 o'clock. It's not too bad. They're fun. I love the members. I really do. They're like, people come all the time at the same time, but they're like still shocked that they always see me. I don't know why. I have a shift. I can tell you when I'll be here. You want to know when I'll be here? I can tell you. I have the same shift every week. I have for the last month. It's been great. My start time may change like a little bit, or my end time may change by like 30 minutes or an hour, but I'm working within these hours every week. And they're like, do you work here 24/7? No, I don't work here 24/7. Do you come and work out on the same day every time? Maybe you're the problem. Maybe I pick on them a little bit because I like them. Okay, hold on. Let's get back to this. Orange is an awesome color. Was I talking about orange? I don't know, but it is my favorite. So, okay. Gina says the pine needles think you love them and want to follow you home. They're everywhere, Gina. They are. I also live directly under 3 pine trees. Like 2. I live directly under 2, but there's like another 2 that are really close. This one's not a pine tree. I forgot. It's a different tree. Anyway, I live under, the whole area is full of pine trees. They're gorgeous. But the pine needles die and fall to the ground and get on everything, including in between the dog's toes, in the hood of the car, everywhere, and all over the gym, everywhere. And then pine cones. They're good for something other than being pretty, probably, but I don't know what it is. Hey, Tasharia, talking about another lady you should follow if you're not already following. Go give Tasharia a follow. She's crushing her 75 hard. She just had to restart a few times. But did she stop? Nope. You do what you do in life. You didn't do something you wanted to do. You stop, you reset, you reassess, you start again. I'm proud of you. And then everybody saying hi to everybody. Great. Wonderful. So, yeah, so I got grief circled back around to me last week. I mean, I miss my daddy all the time, but it doesn't physically impact my body like grief does. Grief, sadness, like that's the way I'm learning to tell the difference. For those of you who've been here a while, I'll be like excited, fearful, it feels the same. Well, I'm learning that sadness and depression I feel in my body. And so I did not feel well. I thought maybe I was getting sick, and then I was so cranky. That was a mental part. And then I was like, oh no, it's coming up on the anniversary of your daddy dying. You're just grieving. You're fine. You get to do that. You're allowed to do that anytime, anywhere. You can grieve your daddy because you don't have him anymore. And that's now become your right to do so, Misty. And then I felt better about it. So I just had to recognize it for what it was. And then I had the off week because I pushed myself too hard. So here's where my so that's I couldn't think of what to call the live stream, but that's why I call it Grief Circled Around, because it did, and that's where I was last week by myself, not on a live stream. So this week I'm on a live stream, and it sounds as though the rain is still dying down to almost nothing. So hopefully we'll keep power. I don't think I'm going to talk for an hour though, but hopefully we won't abruptly have the live stream end. So here's the thing. Maybe I should have just titled it hormones, because that's the other topic that I wanted to talk about. If you're new here, I started hormone replacement therapy 2 months ago. It's going great for the most part. That last week was not the hormones' fault. It was maybe it was the hormones' fault. So let me explain to you why. And I mean, if this is ever a problem you want to have, this is a problem you want to have. But I always talk about the weird things in case you're going through the same thing and you go through it and you think you're weird, and then you hear that I'm doing the same thing. It's not weird. Maybe it still is. We might all be weird, but that's okay. I feel great. Like in my body feels amazing. I feel like I have so much energy. I have so much stamina. I have I just go. And then I could go some more. Let's do some more. Let's do some more. Let's do some more. Let's do some more. And then I crashed and burned that week because I didn't know when to stop. So my complaint is that I feel too good and can't figure out what my limits are. And again, not a bad problem to have. I'm not even complaining about it. I'm just talking about it because that's the truth. These hormones have me feeling like I'm some kind of superwoman, and I'm feeling great, and I'm resting well, and my brain is clear. I still don't think about a lot though, which we've talked about that a couple of times. It's like my brain just, and I think it's because for so many years in that other job, it was just so bad that now that I don't have all that stress and all that worry and having to keep how many classes do you have? How many classes do you have in the US? How many classes do you have offshore? How many people are in each class? How many people are absent today? What's your attrition? What's your NPS? It's like, now do you know what I think about? Wonder what I'll watch on TV tonight after work. That's about it. That's about the biggest, hardest decision I have. So that's still new. I'm still not used to it. And in fact, I was kind of talking to my mom about this, and she's like, maybe you need to use your brain more, because she says I have a super brain. My brain is it's used to being busy, and it likes being busy, and I'm a little lost because it's not. And so the physical activity did help because it gave me mentally something to focus on and do as well. But then, like I said, I felt like I felt so good. I didn't exactly know when to stop because I'm like, I can push through this. You can. Don't though. You're an old lady, Misty. Not really. Like, it's just, I need you. You can go big or you can go home. I don't want to go home. I want to go right underneath big to where I don't have to go home. But I kept popping above it and crashing and burning a little bit. And even my ring, I do love the rings for recovery. If I know there are multiple kinds out there. I can only speak to the Ultra Human ring because that's the one that I have. I do love because it'll be right dead on. It'll be like, hey, did you know that more sleep would help? Hey, did you know that you did not sleep very well last night? And so you should probably try these things. Hey, did you see that your HRV is down? It could mean all of these. Yeah, I know. I'm not sleeping. I don't feel good. And then I got sad, and then it was just like boop, boop, boop. Now we're better. Now I'm good. I mean, I still got to be in bed early, but I am excited to at least feel like I will have an hour more of sleep next week, especially on Sunday, because Sunday's a 5:30 shift, which really means it'll be like 6:30. That'll be nice. I mean, I got to get up at like 4:30, but so it'll be like 5:30, but still. It still feels later. I just still, part of my brain can't believe that I work such an early shift. And then there's another part of my brain that doesn't want to not do it. I like it. I kind of like it. It makes the week go by so fast. Or at least I think it's the shift. I don't know what happened, but I turned 50 and the speed of time quadrupled. Did y'all know it's only 2 months left in the year? What happened? Why is it going too fast? I've missed everything. I feel like I have missed everything and not done anything. And it's already the end of October. Friday's Halloween. That's not important. Oh, Chris, I don't think I ever answered your question. Are you doing anything for Halloween? No, I'm not. I understand that people love Halloween. But if you know me, you know that if other people want to dress up, they absolutely can. And I will go and I will enjoy you dressed up and I will pretend like you are whoever you want to pretend that you want to be. But I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And I'm off work, so I don't have to dress for work. They're all I think I glitched. Oh no, I think I'm back. I don't know. Am I back? We'll just assume I'm back because I can see myself now. But it looks like maybe a really bad connection. Anyway, they want to do a theme costume. I'm like, y'all can do whatever y'all want because I'm not going to be there. I'm not coming in for that. Okay, I'm back. Thank you, Jocelyn. Appreciate you. Oh, yeah, you're welcome, Chris. I'm sorry that I forgot. I said that I would do it. I wrote it down, and then after the live stream, I left this room, and other than working out, I haven't been back here, and so I hadn't seen my note until I sat down to prepare for this live stream. I was like, oh, crap, I got it. So I did it. Yay, I did it. I'm proud of myself for remembering 2 weeks later. I'm sorry. That's a pretty good time frame for me. I'm honest about who I am, and communication at work, expert level. Personal life, I forget. I talk so much at work. I forget to talk to people sometimes outside of work. But I do love it. I love the members. I have such a good time with them, especially the ones that I can give a little bit of a hard time to. Mary will understand that. That's kind of my thing. There's this one guy, I work out with his wife on a regular basis, and she hadn't been there. And so I stopped him. I'm like, hey, please tell her that I've been missing her. I didn't know what had been going on. He's like, yeah, I'm not sure. He's like, I don't remember why she couldn't come. I was like, it was probably your fault. He's like, it probably was. But when he does cardio, he does he'll do a bike, he'll do the stair mill, he'll do the row, he'll do the treadmill. Like he does like so many different things. And I'm like, you're sweating all over my stuff today. I was like, but you are cleaning it, so you're welcome to do whatever you'd like. Man, I think I sweat a lot. There are people who sweat a lot. And at least for us, the good news is 90% of them are also really good about cleaning up after themselves. I have one guy, he also, I think I've talked about him before. He does like hundreds of floors of stairs when he does the step mill. Like, it's like he's running up the step mill. It's crazy what he does, but he sweats a lot. And sometimes he'll come and ask for a mop. I'm like, I will happily help you mop up your sweat because I appreciate you cleaning it. Anyway, it's the small things. If you go to a gym, clean up after yourself. Just common courtesy. You know, like time going back? You mean like in the spring? Because that's when time goes back. Is that what you're talking about, Mary? For some reason, that comment stumped me. Or was I talking about something about time? I don't know. It's really funny right now because all I can think is that I've been watching Quantum Leap and we've been time jumping. So when you said time going back at first, I was kind of thrown. I was like, we're not doing Quantum Leap. Time's not going back. Time's moving forward. Or wait, am I backwards? Am I losing sleep? Am I not gaining sleep? Am I thinking of it backwards? Oh no. Am I in the wrong time zone? I mean, am I in the wrong DST? Oh, please help me now. Which one is it? Am I setting my it's back like at 2:30 it's going to be 1:30? That'll still give me more sleep, right? I think I said it wrong, but I'm getting more sleep, am I not? Somebody help me. Please tell me now if I'm getting more sleep or less sleep. I feel like I need to know right now so I can start to prepare. Yeah, Jocelyn's here to share you. I like when she can join the live stream. She'll be there. She'll be in the comments on replay, gang, if she's not. And I appreciate that, Jocelyn. Can somebody help me? I know y'all. Shh. Psst. Hey, am I going to get an hour more of sleep or less of sleep? I feel like this is a very important matter, and I cannot end the live stream until I know for sure. And I don't want to Google it right now. Yeah, let's be honest. Who's Google? I'm not Googling anymore. I'm AI and everything. It's so much smarter than Google. It already knows me, and it knows probably what I'm looking for, how I'm asking the question. Nobody's responding. Y'all are all just listening. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for being here. But now I'm afraid that I'm, in fact, losing an hour of sleep and not getting an extra. She always gets confused. Me too. Well, we fall back, though, right? You fall back and you spring forward. So if you fall back in at 2:30, it's now really 1:30. That means you get an extra hour. Right? Are we mad about it moving back because the sun goes to bed earlier? Because I'm also happy about that. I think maybe that's what Mary meant. Because I know Mary. I've met her dozens and dozens of times. And I know that she does not like when the time goes back. Because the sun goes to bed earlier. I am super excited about that because at least on some of the days, the sun will go to bed before me. I will not be in charge of putting the sun to bed anymore for a while once the time changes, I think. Or am I still backwards? I'm so confused and worried right now because I've been so looking forward to an extra hour of sleep, even though it'll only be a few days that it actually impacts how I feel about it. Hey! How are you? It's good to see you. I'm doing amazing. I'm doing great. I work at a gym now as a backup fitness instructor. Changed my whole life. Probably none of that's a huge surprise, but I'm still here. I'm back on it. Well, I didn't ever gain any weight. I just kind of stopped at 200 pounds, or I went down lower, and we're back on weight loss again. So we're down another 25 pounds, which that has been kind of funny, though, at the gym, too, because I finally got my new shirts. I might have told you all this. I got my new shirts and they fit. So I've been wearing my new shirts and everybody's like, are you losing weight? Yeah, I've been doing that. Y'all couldn't see because my clothes are too big. Oh, yeah, it's good to see you too. I hope your family's doing well. I still tell people about why we sleep, and I still think it's a superpower, and I appreciate that you sent me that book. So thank you for that. Because that is still very impactful on my life. And it's truth. Sleep and recovery, superpowers. Man, if you can get them in, get them in. If you can't, prioritize it because you need to. It'll change your life. I was not doing well when I couldn't sleep. I'm doing so much better now that I can sleep. So it's very, very, very good. Yeah, right. It'll scare you into sleep for sure, but hey, you'll be better for it. I mean, it makes my mood better. It's just, everything is better when I sleep. And that's why I tell people all the time, I'm not a morning person, but I have a very good nighttime routine. I can go to bed at 6 o'clock in the evening. Who would have ever thought I could do that? Not me. I would have never thought I could do that. I do it consistently every Sunday night. It works great. I mean, I'm not the best at it. I still fight it sometimes, but I'm never off of my bedtime more than like 30 minutes. And technically, I shoot for an hour earlier than I try to be in bed for 9 hours so that I can get 8 hours of sleep, which I think is really pretty reasonable. Because if you're in bed for much longer than that and don't get 8 hours of sleep, something is still off. Anyway, sleep. It's great for you. I tell people all the time at the gym, I'm telling people, are you sleeping? They'll be asking me questions, and that's always one of my first questions. Are you sleeping? How's your stress level? I was like, I know people hate to hear those questions because stress is not easy to fix, and neither is sleep sometimes. Mary says, I think you gained an hour when you fall back, which is what we're doing. So we gain an hour of time because we fall back, right? That math seems to work out in my head. But I don't trust myself right now because it is almost my Friday at work, and I only have one more day at work, and I got to be there at 5 o'clock tomorrow, and bedtime's coming up in an hour and a half. So, let's see. Makes exercise. Yeah, absolutely. Sleep makes diet and exercise so much easier because you're in a better mood. Your body feels better, and it's easier to make good, healthy choices when you feel better and your brain is rested. That's absolutely true. So, yep, I love it. I'm still on the fitness kick, still talking about it to everybody, and now they pay me for it. It's great. I love it. They don't pay me enough for it, but I mean, that goes for most people in the fitness industry, and I'm okay with that. I made that decision consciously. So, although it will be on Friday will be Halloween, and it'll be a year since I was let go from my position. Best day of my life. Not really, but it has led to the best days of my life. So I'm so glad that they fired me because I never would have quit. I can't say never. I do honestly now think that I probably would have eventually figured it out that it was that job that was keeping the weight on for no good reason other than it felt more comfortable and easy to maintain 200 pounds. And now I don't feel that anymore because I'm healthy. I feel good. I'm happy. I mean, you get sad sometimes, but that's life. And you go on with it and you do the best that you can. So I think I'm about to wind it up for this evening because, again, I do have a bedtime soon and I don't really have any topics. I need to think of some things to talk about. I've not been very good about that because I was kind of in my own feelings the last week. And then we do have a lot of big changes that are coming up at work. And a lot of people, the poor young kids, they don't deal with change very well. I don't deal with change very well either. But when it comes to work, I'm like, whatever. I can work for whoever, whenever. I mean, I'm not moving clubs, but there are people moving clubs. So wherever, whatever, it's job. Tell me when, where, and what you want me to do. It's done. Like, that's just the type of worker that I am. But some people are really stressed about it. And I'm like, don't be stressed. Just do your, if you come every day on time and you do your job to the best of your ability, do that and then have fun with the members. That's what I'm going to be doing. That's what I've been doing. That's what I plan on continuing to do. So, but that's going to wrap it up for this evening. And I should be here next Tuesday. I will try to think of a topic, or if you have a topic, shoot me a message somehow. Leave me a comment under this video. Actually, we'll make that the comment down below. So, like this video if you like it. Oh, thank you, Gina. She says, enjoy my time before bedtime. I'm going to watch another episode of Quantum Leap. I'm on the last episode of the first season. Like, I haven't started it yet because I knew I was going to start this live stream, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to watch the season finale of season 1 of Quantum Leap. The new Quantum Leap, not the old one, because I loved the old one. And so I was kind of scared about watching this one, but my friend Lori said I should do it, and I did. And I have enjoyed it. So if you liked the old Quantum Leap, give the new one a try if you haven't. Don't be too skeptical. It's pretty good. Anyway, so like this video if you like it, dislike it if you didn't, subscribe if you know how, and comment down below anything in particular you would like to hear me talk about or rant about for an hour. I'm always happy to do so. So until next time, I'll see you real soon. I hope you have a great week, everybody, and I'll see you next Tuesday.